the TV, and today we have my good friend, my best friend, my bro, Tarun. Thanks for being here, man. So, and today the Champions League and Europa League draws are out. So, let's get into the fixtures and let's analyze them and see who are the favorites to reach the semi-finals. So, yeah. So Tarun.
Yes.
So you're Real Madrid fan.
Don't tell me because it burns already and it's too horrible being a Madrid fan and expecting them to win and they couldn't because of bad luck and everything. Zidane leaving.
One second. It's not bad luck. They just shot themselves in the foot. Two of their greatest signings, Ronaldo and Zidane, were forced to leave the club because of club stupidity, and then taking Ajax very lightly in the round of 16. So basically they shot themselves in the foot, but not taking away the fact that Ajax played really well in that match. So come today, first fixture, Ajax playing Juventus. What do you say?
I don't know, maybe Juventus has an advantage over Ajax because they have a really nice midfield. Their defense is the second best defense.
Whose?
Juventus.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that they have probably the best defense in the world right now.
No, after Liverpool. When Liverpool has amazing defense.
Yeah. The thing is, Liverpool and Juventus haven't gone head to head, so you cannot say. But yes, defense-wise, Juventus is really strong going into this game, and attack-wise, I don't have to say with the players they have. And Ajax being relatively relatively young team, young squad, have nothing to lose. They can go out, express themselves, play all kind of creative football, and just try to turn up on that day and play this free-flowing football they had against Real Madrid.
You can never say because Ajax have won probably like 4 to 5 times before this. But again, that was a young team, if I remember. That was a rookie team.
But you have to take into fact that it's been almost 10 years since Ajax did anything in this competition. So history is history. So coming back to
but still Juventus Champions League and then they don't go.
Yeah, but they've reached 2 finals in the past 5 years. And last year they were just knocked out by Real Madrid. So
they weren't just knocked out.
They were just knocked out.
No.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, maybe.
If I know, the scoreline was 3-0 at the Bernabeu, 3-1 at their stadium. So they were just knocked out. So, but given the fact that Juventus have big players, experienced team, they know this competition really well, a good coach, playing against a really inexperienced Ajax team, I go for Juventus into the semi-finals.
Maybe you can say that, but if Juventus qualifies, so probably they'll be playing Liverpool. But still, yet again, Porto, even they're playing nice.
Yeah. So I'm just.
So again,
before we get into Liverpool Porto game, like what's Ajax and Juventus? Who do you say? Whom do you fancy?
Of course, Juventus.
Okay, so Juventus it is. Then we go to Liverpool and Porto. Let me get this here. Liverpool are going to have a walkover on Porto because this is just. I mean, no offense to Porto.
Walk in the park.
Yeah, there's no offense to Porto, but then Liverpool are just too good. Too good for them. So nothing to say. Liverpool into the semis. And this is a quite interesting game because I'm an Arsenal fan. So for me, seeing Tottenham in the quarterfinal really irritates me. I feel like I have this bad sensation knowing that they're playing the Champions League and now that they're in the quarterfinals.
They're not in the Champions League.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Like, tell them something new. And something new is that Tottenham are playing City. Guess what? In the month of April, in 10 days, Tottenham must play City 3 times.
3 times, yes.
3 times in 10 days. It cannot get tougher than this. It can either be a really good victory for Tottenham, fingers crossed that they shouldn't win, or it can be a disaster for them. Like City can really Like take them down, take them downtown. 5-0, 6-0, 7-0. I don't know. But City would want to win this comp because they have proven themselves time and again in the Premier League, winning all the local trophies, winning the the Champions League, European trophy is where they have struggled. So they know that Tottenham are not a weak opponent, but they will fancy their chances. So my bet is on City.
Because they know the team in and out, and moreover they play for the same league. So City has a huge advantage.
Yeah, definitely.
And the next match, so if we come to that, it's
Man United
basically
and
a
Barcelona.
yeah, but I want Manchester United to take the revenge again against Barcelona, which
2009 finals?
Yes.
2009.
Yeah.
3-1 they lost to Barcelona.
Yeah, but still, I would prefer Man United to win the game because
See, number one, number one, this Man U is not
the SAF Man U.
yeah the old Man U. Yes, they have been rejuvenated. They have been pulled out of that downfall at pit and by Solskjaer. But then I don't know. I still think Barcelona has.
Yeah, they have a huge advantage, but I want Manchester United to win.
Yeah. Okay. But my bet is on Barcelona, and I'm sure Barcelona will just I won't say scrape through, but then comfortably get through this time. So coming to the who do you fancy in the finals?
Of course, my favorite player has to be there. So it's Juventus.
Juventus versus Barcelona. Messi versus Ronaldo.
Not likely. But
This can be it. Messi versus Ronaldo in the finals. I don't think they have met in a Champions League finals before. This setting, imagine they were playing at the Bernabeu. It doesn't get bigger than this.
yeah, any Madrid fan would want to see that, or any football fan want to see that. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Barcelona won't reach the finals. I have a huge answer about it.
So the only team that can stop them is Liverpool.
Yeah.
So you're saying that Liverpool can edge. So you think that Messi will be gunned down by Van Dijk?
Maybe. But it's impossible to stop Messi per se. But you never know.
Never know. Yeah, but
I mean, who thought they would win against Bayern Munich? It's had an amazing defense as well.
yeah. They just didn't win. They played really well.
They had an advantage because Jurgen Klopp and he knows how Bayern plays and everything. So they had a little bit of advantage.
You can also say that this Bayern team is again an aging Bayern team, and this is their transition period. So Liverpool was just fortunate to play this team, unlike Arsenal, who had to play one of the strongest Bayern teams of all time.
Yeah, I remember that.
So my predictions will be Juventus and Barcelona in the finals.
I would go for Manchester City and Juventus.
Now, that they play in the semi-finals.
Oh yeah.
In the finals, I'm saying.
Yeah. I know. Maybe.
Juventus, you only call it, but then it's between Barcelona and Liverpool. Just call one. Who do you fancy?
I'd say Liverpool. Maybe it might heat
Maybe.
things up.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, but yeah. So here we're done with the analysis of the Champions League draws. Now we go to the Europa League draws. And as an Arsenal fan, I hate this. It had to happen to us once again that we are playing probably the favourites to win the competition, Napoli. Napoli were kicked out of the Champions League, playing in a very tough group with PSG and Liverpool in it. And I did not want to face them, but it's Napoli. Over the two legs, I fancy Arsenal to still make it to the. I still feel we have the personnel to take them down on both legs. I mean, one leg is going to be tough, but
Of
on
course,
both
you are
legs,
gonna win at the home, so maybe
But-
if not win, maybe at least a draw you can expect because you guys are tough to beat at home. So
yeah. But again, the first leg is at home, so I really don't like playing the first leg at home because going away we are horrible and you don't know what to expect. But I'm pretty confident if we cross this line, I can give you in writing that we are going to win the Europa League. No questions asked.
Yeah, suppose if you face Chelsea then?
I want it to be actually I would prefer Chelsea in this league because Chelsea are playing horribly
Horribly.
this season. So I would rather would have played Chelsea over Napoli. But you know what? I think it's going to be an Arsenal Chelsea final this time. The next game, Villareal and Valencia. What do you say?
I would prefer Valencia because they have good players.
I mean, I really don't know. I really don't follow the Spanish league, but seeing the way Valencia played against who did they play again? Valencia. Again, a tough team they played.
Yeah, but they played against a pretty good tough team.
Wait one second. Let me just go through this. Valencia. Oh, Valencia played against. Nah, Krasnodar. That. Well, I don't know, but then yeah, they didn't play that one. Villareal played well. They played against Zenit St. Petersburg, which are quite strong, and this is a very like a very fairly poised game between Villareal and Valencia. So I fancy Valencia to edge this just for the fact that Valencia are a much more formidable team in terms of personnel. And coming to the next fixture, Benfica and Frankfurt.
Benfica, they have proven themselves again many times in the Europa League. So
yes, true.
They're one of the favorites.
Exactly. Yeah. Because seeing the fact that they might not be a strong team, but this team has been around in the Europa League for a long time. And Frankfurt, again, they're a new team in this kind of competition. So they played well actually.
But still, you have to admit the fact that they beat Inter Milan.
Exactly. They beat Inter Milan. So give or take, I would say Benfica will just edge this.
So again, the next game,
Slavia, Prague, and Chelsea. Now I hate that Chelsea got the easiest. I mean, no disrespect to Slavia Prague, but then I mean Chelsea would have been like over the moon that they got Slavia Prague because they are I would say the weakest team of the lot, and they beat a really strong team. They beat Sevilla, who are a big club in this competition. So I mean I really don't know how Slavia Prague plays, but in terms of the name and fame, they are the weakest of them all. So Chelsea, I fancy Chelsea to go through.
No one can expect that because you never know.
And what about the finals? Who do you fancy in the finals?
As I said, Arsenal and Chelsea.
Arsenal, Chelsea, and I want to see Arsenal take on Chelsea, and
again, if
we go through, we either play Valencia or Villareal, and again I see Arsenal defeating either of them. I see Chelsea defeating either of them. So I don't see, the only hurdle we have is Napoli there, and Chelsea does not have that hurdle. But the fact is, we have a manager who's won this competition 3 times in a row with Sevilla. He knows this competition. He knows how to play at these big games. He's won trophies. Arsenal, after a 2-0 win against Manchester United, 3-0 win against Rennes, we are again rejuvenated. We are pumped, and we're going to finish off the season strong, and we will finish at least 4th. And we'll finish 4th. Yeah, and we are going to win this competition. I'm not scared of Napoli, but then they're a threat. But I'm not scared. We defeat them. I'm telling you, Arsenal win their first European trophy.
Yeah, but again, the Black Lady's curse always follows for Arsenal. When it comes to European.
I do agree. But then now, it's a different era. I love Wenger. He's my idol. He's Mr. Arsenal. But now it's changed. Unai Emery has won this competition, so he knows he's beaten Klopp in the finals.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so he knows this competition that well. So I fancy Arsenal winning this if they beat Napoli, and I fancy them to beat Napoli over the 2 legs. So yeah, Arsenal Chelsea finals. So that's it. That's it. We've come a long way in this competition. Two great leagues. Right now, I mean, the Europa League wasn't that interesting in the beginning, but now, coming to the quarterfinals, both the leagues are, like excitingly poised. Let's see. Hopefully, we're going to have some exciting games coming up after the international break. So, anything you guys want to comment or discuss or share, leave them in the comment section below. And thanks again, Tarun, for coming. And hopefully, Real Madrid will bounce back now that
Zidane
Zidane's
has
back.
come
So
back,
yeah.
yeah.
So so have a great weekend. Peace.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Don't open it. I'll